lunchtime kickoff. West Ham versus Chelsea, and it's not a good fixture for Chelsea, this.
Well, at the moment, it's not. Historically, it is. They're unbeaten in 12 against West Ham. They've got an excellent record against West Ham. But you're right, things aren't just quite right at HMS Stamford Bridge at the moment. But things aren't that good at West Ham either. Just one win in the last 6. I see their form just tailing off a little bit. And they've got some brutal fixtures coming up to you now in Christmas. So I expect to see West Ham in the bottom half by the time we open our presents on Christmas Day. I think they'll lose tomorrow. I think Chelsea will win. I think it'll be a struggle. They'll get there in the end, but I think we'll finally see Benitez silence the boo boys and get the 3 points.
Butler, Chrissy Graham fancies Chelsea. Not so sure myself.
Well, we haven't left the best to last. The best bet of the weekend is at the beginning straight away for me, and it's not, as you would expect. I'm not going for West Ham. There's a massive anti-Chelsea backlash with the punters out there at the moment. They started off for this fixture around about 8 to 11. They're drifting out to even money, and that price is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And come kick-off time, they're going to be odds against, I believe. Chelsea, champions of Europe, a fantastic record at Upton Park. A lot of teams go to Upton Park and get intimidated. Not this Chelsea side. They've won 4-0, 4-1, 3-1 in the past, and at even money, I think it's too big. I appreciate the problems that are going on there. 2 0-0s at home is not the greatest of confidence for anybody, but away from home, I think Chelsea might thrive. What happened at Blackburn last season under Steve Keane? At home, they were abysmal. Away from home, the pressure weren't off. The pressure weren't on the manager, and I think we'll see an attacking team from Chelsea. Team news is vital, but at the moment, if this price gets bigger, you've got to be on the Chelsea. European Championships, odds against at Upton Park, definitely for me.
Team selection vital is the piece of information you need to take out of that clip. And are we looking at goals, or do you think this will be a real tight affair, especially with Benitez not scoring in the last 2 games?
Exactly, first time 2 consecutive 0-0 since September 2004 for Chelsea. So yeah, that puts me off massively. You know, West Ham 9 of their 14 games have gone under this season. Chelsea, for all their attacking flair and verve, 6 of their 14 games have gone under. Unders for me definitely now that they've been Rafa-ified.
Butler. It's unders for Chrissy G. I can't go against him.
Absolutely right. Given the stats there, 9 of the games from both teams, but 4 of the last 6, the recent stats form have been under from both teams as well, under 2.5 goals. I think under will be the favourite, but again, we've got to wait for the teams. If he plays Bertrand and Cole defensively, it's a certainty, but that price will move. It's 4 to 5 now, the under 2.5 goals. If that team's line up is what we saw in the midweek, that could go to sort of 8 to 13, something like that. The under 4 to 5 is going to be popular. Over 2.5 is even money, but I agree with you boys. I don't think there's many goals, but I think Chelsea will win it. Well, a low-scoring win.
OK, well, if Chelsea are going to win, or even if West Ham are going to win, we're going to need a goal scorer. Can you pick one out?
I must admit I hate this market, but and I always like going for a massive price. So okay. I've gone for a guy I always think is a bit of value, and that's Branislav Ivanovic, 25 to 1 to score first tomorrow. He's a top scoring defender in the Premier League over the last 3 seasons. There's always an attacking presence about him, and I think at 25 to 1 he offers a wee bit of value.
We're talking value with Ivanovic. Is there value with Torres, Butler?
Absolutely no. He's 6 to 1 to score that unbelievable price. He hasn't scored in 10 hours of football. 6 to 1 to score the first goal. Around about 6 to 4 to score at any time. Some bookmakers, I think Ladbrokes themselves, are offering when will Torres score his next goal market. I think in 2014 will be the favourite in that one. But 6 to 1 Torres to be the favourite here for Chelsea. And they're also favourite as well in the whole match, which I don't really understand. Mata, if he plays, surely he's got to be more of a chance than Torres. Hazard a 9 to 1. Gone off the ball a little bit, Hazard. Obviously, Carroll 8 to 1 for West Ham, but whenever he plays, it means Nolan scores. 10 to 1 Nolan could get the thing, but I think it's a game of very few goals. At Chrissy's point, Ivanovic at 25 to 1, a great little shout there. But I think if Mata plays, 8 to 1 will look too big.